Do you think you need to follow a diet? I'm here to tell you that you don't need to bother with counting your calories, with tracking your food, and then depriving yourself of a social life, because what you need actually is a behavioral change. Behavioral change in two key habits that you have. And if you sort this out, you're gonna change your life forever, and it's gonna stick with you forever because it's so easy to implement. You don't need any tools, you don't need any apps, and it's very, very simple. I had a client called Johnny, and he worked in airport security. So, he did crazy shifts and it was kind of stressful. He didn't have a lot of time to eat, and then when he did eat, he would eat really, really, really fast, and that's not good. People probably like yourself, if you have a stressful job or you're running a family and you're all over the place because you're busy and you're not dedicating time to relaxing and eating your food and giving yourself at least 10 minutes, that can cause you to overeat massively. Because yes, you might go a long time without food if you skipped a meal, but then you're absolutely ravenous and you want to ram the food into you too fast, especially if you've built that habit. Now, what I had Johnny do is for 30 days is follow the Japanese Confucius teaching of Hari Hachibu, which means eat slowly to 80%. And what that does is it helps you consume less calories without counting those calories or tracking a diet, for example. Because you naturally will eat less if you follow those two foundational nutritional habits, which is eat slow to 80% full. And that's my challenge for you for today. That's the task today. I've done it myself as well, because I used to try and follow diets. I'd never be able to stick to them. And then when life got in the way, I'd go off track and I'd be like, I'll start again Monday type of yo-yo diet, and that messes up your progress, and then you never actually get results. So I figured out that I had to actually sort out my behavior around eating. So when you do that, you actually solve your problem now, but you'll actually keep the good, better habits and the better behavior then forever. And I know this because I've done it first of all, and I've helped hundreds of clients do it, where we look after a couple of really important habits, especially around nutrition, which was eat slow to 80% full. And when you that's like the foundational one, and you can do it any time. When you're going to a restaurant, you don't have to count calories, you don't have to use an app, you don't have to weigh your food, you don't have to panic over not knowing how many calories is in a pizza or whatever. What you can do is eat slowly to 80% full, and give yourself minimum 10 minutes to eat food, and challenge yourself when you're in a situation when you're at a table, say at a birthday, and you're having a meal. Challenge yourself for the crack, for fun, that you need to be the last one to finish. So little habits like that, little challenges like that, make it fun. Be the last one to finish at the next outing that you're at. Chew your food and enjoy it and celebrate that food, because that's what it is, and that's the Japanese culture as well. You notice in sushi, for example, the small plates, but there's multiple of them, and you share your food, you enjoy the nutrients, the texture, the tastes, the flavors, all that stuff. You need to enjoy food, so you don't need to be thinking about calories and thinking about this. So this is a great way to achieve the results you want to achieve by living a healthier life, losing the weight you want to lose, and not doing it in a stressful way where you're counting calories. So I want to challenge you from now on to eat slowly to 80% full, and that's the task. And join me on day 5, where we're going to have a live workshop, and we're going to have a good chat about all of the stuff that we're talking about inside this videos. And we're going to talk about the box breathing method and Hari Hachibu.